Hey guys, this is a Champion dual fuel, and as you can see right there, it's dual fuel. That's both propane and gasoline, and has a 9,000 watt peak when it's running on gasoline, and 8,100 watt peak on propane, and 63 normal or 6,300 regular running, and 7,000 on gasoline. You got to remember that propane has a lower energy density than gasoline, and it's the real nice one that it's pretty easy to hook up. Now it comes with a large generator cable with it, and that is a 10 gauge, I believe. The generator has, it's a Costco purchase, so there's your model number, and Redway delivered it just a minute ago, and I've got my official Missouri pig sticker right there. And let's go ahead and get cut open. I've got straps cut, and we're going to open this baby up. You can shave with this knife. Hell, I've been known to cut lots of things up with this knife. Let's see here. It gives you all the details on it. Quite a bit of stuff, you know, all this government danger shit, you know, don't blow yourself up, don't be a dumbass. And if you're from the Midwest, you might want to hire an engineer or technician that's got at least a 3rd grade education before messing with this, because these can be dangerous. So, opening this up, looks like it's packed pretty good. This is the first opening, and it's large. It weighs 202 pounds, about 220 is what the shipping label I think is on it. So let's get that open here. Got the box cut open. This is the wheel kit that comes with it. So let's go ahead and throw that down and see what it comes with. Looks like that direction is the easiest direction. The Champion generator at Costco, but recently they had them on sale. So we had a really rough winter. And anybody that knows me or watches my videos, they realize I am living off grid. And the winter was so bad that we had days that we had to kick on a generator for 4 to 5 hours. And there's the stand for the nose of it. Let's put that out there. And anybody who installs wheels, let me explain this for you guys because a lot of people don't understand. Anyone who installs wheels on a generator, you must use solid wheels, whether they're solid rubber. These are hard, like a rubber plastic kind of combination, but they can't be pneumatic. They can't be aired up. You can't put air in these tires. And the reason is because while it's sitting on that generator on the ground, what'll happen is the vibrations of the generator, watch my hand, will cause cavitation. Cavitation, if you don't know the terminology for that, is like the back of a prop on a large boat that stirs up all the bubbles. And what happens is that cavitation will transfer itself if you have aired up tires. Okay, it's not so that, you know, they're trying to rip you off and give you cheap plastic tires, which these actually are pretty stout. But they're not trying to rip you off and give you cheap, you know, lawnmower tires or for a push lawnmower. But the reason that you do not have air up tires on a generator is because of cavitation. That cavitation that happens will cause the oil in the engine of that generator to foam up, and it'll starve your engine of oil and it'll burn your engine up. So if you've ever wondered why generator manufacturers use solid tires or non-pneumatic tires, that's your reason for that. I give you that heads up on it. Man, this is one hell of a cable. Look at that thing. This cable by itself weighs about 20 pounds. And let's see here, probably 15. Comes with a full kit with everything and all the parts, including, looks like some little charger unit to keep your battery hot. And has the little China funnel that everybody gets. The Champion Premium 4-cycle engine oil. I'm going to give y'all a recommendation. This is okay for your first 25 to 30 minutes of use of this engine under 25% of its load. So you get like this engine here. I'm going to use a 1500 watt heater, run it for 20-30 minutes, shut it off, let it cool down. Then I'm going to fire it back up, let it run about 3 minutes till it gets to a little engine temperature in the crankcase, and I'm going to drain this out. And then I'm going to fill this with either Amsoil, Royal Purple, or Castrol. Do not use Valvoline standard. Do not even consider dumping Pennzoil in your generator. Any Pennzoil product, avoid it like the plague. A standalone engine in Pennzoil is like gum. Don't use it. The Castrol, the Amsoil, and the Royal Purples is what you want to use in a stationary engine like a generator. And here is the propane kit that will hook to a propane bottle. I've got large 100-pound propane bottles. In fact, I've got a 160, kind of a rare one. And we're going to hook this up to this one. And my suggestion is from day one on these, remove this cheap hose and buy you a quality Louisiana burner hose for those Louisiana cookers. It's a braided, external braided hose, and the vibration will not cause the rubber to go bad. These will go bad in about 2 years. Replace that hose as soon as you can. It's a standard 3/8 pipe fitting hose. So pretty common sense factors there. Now let's get to the plastic parts here, and I'm going to make this in a few steps of it so that you'll see what you get. And let's grab up our Missouri pig sticker for sticking Missouri pigs, and let's go ahead and get to the brass tacks of what we're looking at here. This generator is designed with a fuel only switch, so what that determines is you're going to use either this fuel and you have to turn it off or it won't slide, or this fuel and you have to turn it off or it won't slide. See, so you turn that one off and it will slide. It causes no confusion there. Looks like pretty soft rubber on the plugs for covering, but I wouldn't guarantee how long that would last. Looks like there's some screws up here where you can probably make you a nice little cover plate to go on here if you need one, like a little dome. Not very substantial battery wires, but then again, you're only cranking looks like about a 10-horse motor. So it comes with a CPA battery. Haven't tested that, but I'd be willing to bet at 15 amp hour it's probably not the best. I'm going to probably change that out. There's some tabs back here in the back that I can lower them down and put an 18 or a 20 in it. Handle's already installed on this. The next video is going to be everything, including the hookup on it. These Champions are known for their quick pull start ability, and as far as I can tell, comes with everything you need. I don't think it's very complicated, easy to get to. Oil check on it. It looks like it has a standard oil drain on it, so these come with this little quick drain that's already on it, and you just take and remove that and you can drain your oil. It's just a little blunt tipped thing there, and you put that back on. I would put a better clamp on it because that came off a little too easy. But there is your Champion dual fuel, and this is review number 1 of just unboxing it. Now I pulled this away from here and you can see it. Here's Chinese power equipment, Champion power equipment. Now here's the deal I've got here. Now this is a standard exhaust manifold that's on the side of this engine, and with the exhaust manifold it's ducted. You see it, there's the cooling ducting system for the whole engine coming off of the blower on the front of the engine right there. There's a blower that's in there, and flywheel blower, and as soon as that air goes through, it blows and brings it down here. The excess heat keeps the muffler hot. California emissions crap everywhere on the engine, vacuum, all that. So now here's what I'm doing. Now this will all remain, including this canister here. This is actually very efficient, not very tight, but very, oh, it's made to bounce a little. Okay. By putting this fan and a control thermostat on it to run this, there's an adapter that fits the oil on this. That's plug on the other side. I don't know if you can't see it from here. there's a plug that I can put a temperature sensor on it that will turn this on. And it's a temperature sensor that fits a Kia or a Hyundai, which Kia and Hyundai is the same car, or a Ford Aspire. Okay, so it's the same one that'll thread right in, and it'll kick this on at a 175-degree oil temperature. It'll kick it on, and that's my intention. This is a little 650 CFM 8-inch cooling fan for a car, for like a radiator cooler, JC Tech. So you know, whatever they want to call those initials. Now, that's going to be having a bracket built that goes from the top of this frame down to this frame, and it'll bolt into that. And the reason is because the only failure, these engines for these don't fail. They don't fail at all. But for some reason, these CPEs have had a diode failure issue in here. And it cools it and all, but I'm going to use that fan to induce higher level of cooling for this whole cavity here. And by putting a piece of sheet metal from down here to bottom up, it's going to pressurize and blow cool air back out, or cool air through this whole. You'll see what I'm talking about when I get this done. This is just an unboxing, so giving you an idea of what we're looking at. There's the big air filter. Keep them clean. They're very good. It's a good quality air filter to start with. The carburetors, you want to check these after about 50 hours. Those screws will come loose right there. Check the carburetors. Check all of your bolts and screws on these things. They will come loose. And I have had Champions that have ran over 6,000 hours. And so far, I've only lost one due to just something bad happening. So here's my next one. Look towards more stuff on that. I'll show you how to get rid of this exhaust, because it is very restrictive, and it is really restrictive. And when it changes from gas to propane, when you change it, this little screen gets a bluish colored gunk in it. I don't know what the hell it's from on my other propane one, so I don't expect it to be any better here. This is not a catalyst style exhaust system. It's just a big can of a muffler. And so, I mean, you take it off, put a less restrictive muffler on it, yes, it's going to be a little bit louder, but when I do it out here, I'm going to actually be able to take this one and drop it down into a little hole in the ground called it's just a sound pocket. It'll just be something that just spin on and just drop right down into the ground with a flex tube. And believe it or not, take your generator out there, if you want it to be free of chance of fire, dig you a little 6-inch hole in the ground about 6 inches deep, and just put your muffler point down into it. And believe it or not, you got no worries about no fires. That's why they put that thing on there, spark arrestor. So watch for more improvements on it. Watch for the fire up. I'll do a fire up video on it, and how to set it up and how to purge it, because you got to purge these to get them all started right, and which means run the choke real hard and get it to fire up. But we're going to fuel it soon, get her running. She's got a platform that she goes on, part of a little trailer, and I'll have more details on this real soon. All right, this is the Champion that we just picked up, and pretty good little generators so far. I've had nothing but perfect experience with these, and everything on them is very weather resistant. It seems like they last forever. So far, so good, including I have one of them that's a 4400 Duramax. It's real good. I think this one's probably going to be better. Battery is getting replaced with a bigger one by my experience. You can see it was manufactured in December of 2015, so it's a pretty damn new battery for this generator. And look forward to all of that jazz, guys. We're going to go through all the steps. This is just an introductory video. Sorry it's long. I'll cut it down the best I can and make it easy, okay?